when going over certain topics, chapters 8 and 9 exercises the nature of interpersonal conflict and group communication. Both of these instances can be used when talking about human nature and how we perceive one another. In chapter 8, we talked about how translating communication with our loved ones can either spark a positive or negative reaction. These types of reactions spark when we are not having good relationship with our family, friends, significant others, and etc. We stem from certain households and certain past that has more unstable and toxic traumatic experiences, which causes children as they get older to not communicate as well as their more stable counterparts. Going past life-changing experiences and events can also cause us to isolate from the people we love the most. These events include enlisting in the army, having a child, going to college, moving to another state, and so on. Some examples of this also include trying to go through an emotional, spiritual, and or physical aspect as well. However, we can use dialects to decipher how to handle these types of situations when they come by. Some of these include anonymity, connection, novelty, predictability, and openness-closeness. These can help us navigate different obstacles when trying to communicate our needs and our wants. These can cover also for family, friends, your peers, your teachers, and so on. Here are some former options to help with that dialect and help maintain conflict and to understand it better. You must neutralize the situation at hand, use separation from the ones we love, segmentation if you cannot see family members often, and reframing if you're in a long-distance relationship. Some examples of these options is one of them is segmentation. Let's say, for example, that you're a freshman student in college and you want to see your family as often, but due to work and clubs and everything, you cannot do that. You can plan out with your family ahead of time. So let's say if you want to visit them for Thanksgiving, you can organize your own class and work schedule with their work schedule so that you can come see them by during major holidays such as Christmas and Thanksgiving. Whereas for if you have any friends, a social life outside of it, and you want to spend holidays such as Halloween, Valentine's Day, or birthdays with your friends, then you can do that. Another example of this is separation. When you do separation, it is not so much just taking time to separate yourself completely from people that you hold close. It usually focuses on if you have more individual time versus time you spent with others. Because although that it is nice to spend time with other people and the ones that you love most to fill in that feeling of boredom and loneliness, to hang out with people that you hold close to you, it is also important to learn how to thrive in solitude. When you thrive in solitude, you can thrive in any type of environment. In chapters 9, however, we went over the definitions between groups and teams. While groups focuses on more of a group of people with the same ideals trying to get a project done, teams usually focus on more of an interpersonal, more connected aspect when they seem to share goals, the same ideals, the same backstories, and all of that good stuff. Both groups use the same personal independence to get their assigned role done. However, one common factor to unite said group is a leader. The leader is the one who is the face of the project and the one who maintains different functionality. However, using roles for structure can either be a positive or negative impact when trying to get work done, and it depends on who is involved as well. On page 12 in chapter 9, it gives a former example of some individuals that can cause setbacks. Some leadership roles include laissez-faire, which is more laid back, authoritarian, which is more controlling, and a more democratic approach, which is a balance between the two, meaning that judgment, depending on all the peers involved in the project, is not based on one person's vote, it's based on everyone's vote. Voting is also a healthy aspect if you're undecided with not only with the leader but with everyone else about a certain subject. All in all, using interpersonal communication within groups and teams can help navigate conflict and adjust it in an appropriate manner.